So there's now news coming out that we're going to see a more mobile Dak this season. Get it? A more mobile Dak. I guess he's averaged 3 yards per attempt last season, but over the last 5 years, he's averaged about 5 yards per attempt. So is that going to be a good thing? Oh, and plus Dalton Schultz is coming to OTAs. He's reporting. He's not sitting out. So y'all gather around here, baby. We are at the park today. We're going to talk about a more mobile Dak plus Dalton Schultz to OTAs, baby. How are we doing today on this Throwback Tuesday, baby? That's right. We are going to take a little stroll in the park today. Have we seen some stranger things with Dak Prescott? I mean, he broke these passing records with this #1 offense last season. And now they're talking about running him more. You know, he only averaged 3 yards per carry last season. You know, this is per the NFL, per Kevin Prada. We posted that here on the timeline already. So if you're just tapping in and you're wondering what we're talking about, the NFL just put out, you know, based on the, you know, news coming out of the Star here today, they're going to see a more mobile Dak. Plus, you know, Dalton Schultz is actually going to show up. So it looks like that Dak Prescott consultation actually worked. Did it not, y'all? But y'all know the deal, baby. Y'all tap in. Let me know where you're watching from today. We are live and in effect here. We're in the city of Tacoma, baby. I'm at Wright Park here down here. It's a beautiful day in the park to talk about a Dak Prescott, to talk about a Dalton Schultz. That is a good thing that Dalton Schultz is showing up, is it not? You know, news is coming out, you know what I mean? Dak has went and talked to him. So if you're just catching up here with us, you didn't know what was happening before, Dak Prescott had went, talked to Dalton and said, hey, bro, get your ass over here at camp. You're not Gronkowski, bro. And I guess Dalton has listened. But before we get in too deep today, baby, we're going to let these notifications go out. We're going to let this room fill up. Y'all get on here and let me know where you're watching from, baby. It's your favorite cowboy cousin. And we talking stranger things, man. Mobile Dak, Dalton returns. It's a Throwback Tuesday today, baby. Y'all tune in. What up, Derek? I see you, baby. How you doing today? What up, Mo Money? Says Dalton is way too arrogant. These agents telling these guys to sit for money. They don't even deserve it. Just outlandish. Should have been adding muscle, working on run blocking and pass blocking. And showed but didn't do any of team drills. The audacity. Ooh, my man Mo Money, green badges weighing in here early before we can get it going, y'all. So y'all go ahead and gather around here. We're going to talk about it, baby. My man Mo Money Mayfield says Dalton is doing the most. But I appreciate you tapping in from Michigan, Derek. The rest of y'all tapping in here today. If you know you're tapping in for the first time, let me know where you're watching from. We're talking about a more mobile Dak. You know, Dak broke some passing records last season, right? You know, we got Michael Gallup's going to be out the first few weeks. You know, we've heard reports about Tony Pollard coming into the slot position. You know, we still got James Washington. CeeDee Lamb has moved up to wide receiver 1. By the way, he put on 10 pounds of muscle. As we tap in here today, y'all, we're going to get these gym reps here like Larry Allen, baby. Make sure y'all throwing up that bar. You know the drill. My green badge is Mo Money. We're going to talk about that Dalton Schultz. Is Dalton worth the dollars? He showed up to OTAs, baby. Give me that green share, baby. Let's go. But a more mobile-friendly Dak. I think that spells trouble if you ask me. You know, the dude already passed for, I don't know, a gazillion yards last season, which, by the way, I still don't get Cowboy fans that say Dak sucks. Like, everybody who says Dak sucks has a different definition. And 9 times out of 10, that definition likely gets moved around. You know, it starts out that, oh, he sucks in passing. And then, oh, he didn't have any good games. And then, oh, he can't win the big games. See how it keeps moving the goalposts? I don't understand how these Dak haters out here still hating on my man. So he comes back and averages 5 yards per run. He's got 24 touchdowns in his career as a Dallas Cowboys starter, as a quarterback. You know, it's going to take, literally, I believe, for these Dak Prescott haters out here to get the D in terms of Dak out of their mouth until he wins a championship. And I think once he wins a championship, we're going to see this hater-like mentality continue to move the goalpost as we talk about a more mobile-friendly Dak here today. Y'all are tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all. Throw a comment up there. Let me know where you're watching from. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? I see you checking in from Arkansas down there. You know, the home of where, you know, the Vanilla Gorilla went to school at down there, Arkansas, down there, Jerry Jones, Arkansas. I see you, Tanya. What's up, Green Badge? How you doing? She says, happy Tuesday, Cowboy cousins. It's hot like down here in South Arkansas. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's about 60 degrees right now here in the Pacific Northwest. Thankfully, it is not raining any longer. You know, we've been getting a ton of rain. We kind of skipped through spring and just had nothing but rain. And it's trying to get into the summer months now here as we're literally in the middle of June. And we're trying to catch summer up here in the Pacific Northwest. So if y'all are burning up somewhere else, I can't feel sorry for you. I'm enjoying this beautiful weather up here. And I know it's going to get pretty hot pretty quick, just like it's getting hot now in OTA. So words coming out of the street. You know, Dalton Schultz is going to report. My man Mo Money Mayfield says the audacity of my guy. You know what I mean? To say he's going to have to hold out. I mean, he signed this franchise tag, right? You know, he's worth 10.9. I think that's what he's getting the average market for tight end money right now. I guess based on David Njoku's new contract is around 14, 15 mil, right? But I really think it was Dak's consultation maybe that worked the most. You know, we heard some news about Dak reaching out to Dalton Schultz and said basically, you know, in so many words, Dak probably told him, look, bruh, you not Gronkowski. Get your ass to camp, playboy. You'll get paid. The proof is in the pudding. It took me 2 years to get paid with Jerry. Of course, we know it's standard business for Dallas Cowboys to have to go through these channels to get paid, right? When is the last time a Dallas Cowboy player signed a contract without sitting out, without dealing with the media, and got it on the first go with Jerry Jones and them? Can y'all name me somebody in the Dallas Cowboys uniform that signed a contract under the Jones era that never had to do anything of the such? But I agree with you, Mo Money. I believe he has a lot of audacity. However, if I was in his position, I would do the same thing too, because if I'm not holding out for my value, who is? Now, you got to take a step back, and I understand this too as well. We got to look at the bigger picture here. Dalton is one key component. And I believe a lot of the verbiage that's coming out of the Star is, yeah, Dalton's had some production. You know, what Jerry Jones like, his grandson told him when they drafted C.D. Lamb, Jerry Jones' grandson patted him, you know what I mean, on his lap and told him, look, Papa, production. Y'all know I'm normally on my cold drinks. I'm on my hot drink today. It's a little cold out here, a little chilly out here, so we're going to stay warm on the mic. But when it comes to production, you know what I mean? The Joneses are saying, man, maybe you're just a product of our system. Maybe you're benefiting from our system, as they have been building through the draft, and they've been basically saying, fuck them free agents, right? You know, much like the opposite of a Super Bowl winning championship in the Los Angeles Rams, who, by the way, signed Cooper Kupp. Like, how much money does Stan Kroenke and them got over there, Jerry? Like, he really showing out on your boy. Like, you helped your boy move from St. Louis all the way to SoFi. He over there showing out with all these big names. Like, how do you let Von Miller go? And then you get a Bobby Wagner. You know what I mean? We've signed, you know what I mean, these mega deals over there, Jerry Jones. Y'all need to start taking notes. It's a copycat league. And we talked about that earlier. So y'all need to scroll over there and check out that copycat league video we done. Jerry, you need to take notes from Stan Kroenke over there, because this building through the draft is taking a little bit longer than folks would like, because LA said fuck them picks and got a championship. Joe Martinez tapping in. What up, baby? He says, we're almost there. I thought it was Monday the day after. No, man, we are 89 days away. That's right, from Sunday Night Football. How many of y'all remember Gavin Escobar? Did y'all see that photo of Gavin Escobar diving over the top, baby, of them Eagles for the touchdown? I know y'all seen that, folks. You know, we're 89 days away from Sunday Night Football, so don't worry, have no fear. We are keeping count for you here, my man Joe. What up, baby? I appreciate you tapping in. What up, Ronnie? I see you, baby. Appreciate you tapping in here today. What up, Stefan? I see you, Green Badge, checking in. But y'all know the deal. If you're tapping in for the first time, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. We're talking about a more mobile Dak. Can you catch me now? I mean, we're talking about a more mobile Dak. You know, Moore's going to have his crayon box pretty busy, if you ask me. We're hearing about the reports of, you know, Tony Pollard lining up in the slot position. That means RB1's going to be back there trying to eat too as well. We got James Washington coming on the scene trying to do his thing. Now Dalton Schultz is back in the mix. Is there enough balls to go around when it comes to Dak Prescott? I don't know. Now they're talking about, Mike McCarthy is saying, coming out of the Star, they want to run Dak more this season. Well, it sounds like to me, of course, this is just me. It sounds like to me, maybe Mike McCarthy's starting to feel this pressure a little bit, because it's literally Super Bowl or bust for Mike McCarthy this year. I mean, we've heard news of Sean Payton getting hung over his head. You know, we got Dan Quinn waiting in the mist back there. You know, who's to say that Mike McCarthy doesn't get it done this year with the Dallas Cowboys? Who's going to be the next coach? It ain't going to be Mike McCarthy should he not get it done this season. I don't think making the playoffs and even getting to the conference championship is going to get it done for Mike McCarthy. So the pressure is on. Are we seeing them now going to open up everything? Now, before we get to that, do you think that Dak Prescott was limited last year as he only averaged 3 yards per carry? And last season, as opposed to the first 5 years before that where he averaged 5. Do you think a result of that was him being told not to run or be more mobile? Or do you think that is him scared to run out there because he's scared that he might get hurt again? I need y'all to answer me that question right quick if you're tapping in here today as we talk about this more mobile Dak. Is Dak's lack of carrying the ball 5 yards per attempt like it has been the first 5 seasons a result of him only gathering 3 yards per attempt last season because he got hurt? Or maybe because he was passing it a lot. Let's not forget Dak and that number 1 offense, they did a lot of passing last season. Or was that a result of the decrease in Dak's production? I don't know. I think one could argue that either way when we talk about a more mobile Dak. What say you? Y'all tap in and let me know. What up, Ted Sartalis? I see you, baby, checking in. Says James Washington will be cut before the season starts. Woo! Hot take. My man Ted Sartalis came in with the hot take, baby. He said my man James Dub not even gonna make it out of camp, baby. Woo! I don't know, man. One has to ask, what makes you think that? I'm curious to know. That's the first I heard that, but we do know some folks are not gonna make it through camp. We do know that these rookies coming in do not have a star on their helmet. They have to earn a star on their helmet. So if you're wondering why you see the rookies running around with no star on their helmet, that's because they got to earn it at camp, baby. King Sharon on the line, baby. I see you. You know what it is. Time to get in the gym, baby. Let's go, King Sharon. Come on, man. Let's throw that rack up, baby. I seen your comment, man. I appreciate that tag. I see what you're trying to do out there with Built Different Group, baby. We'll chat back on the back end about it. But I appreciate you tuning in and always supporting the content. We got my man King Sharon on the line today. But if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, give me one share on here as we talk about this mobile Dak. Dalton Schultz reporting to camp here as of today. It's Tuesday. We got 89 days before Sunday Night Football. And we know that only about maybe 10% of the Dallas Cowboy fan base is tapped in right now. As we can see, 9 or 10 of y'all rolling with me here today. You like to stay committed. I applaud you. You are disciplined. You get in the gym on this Throwback Tuesday. So throw that bar up while you at it, just like Larry Allen, baby. You know what I mean? We need them 43 reps of that 225-pound barbell, baby, as we talk about a mobile Dak. And Dalton Schultz showing up today. I thought for sure Dalton Schultz would just sit out. But I guess like my man Mo Money Mayfield says over here, you know, the audacity, the audacity of our guy to try to, you know, run his game that way, right? King Sharon said, yo, it's hot in Texas. Yeah, we're getting weather reports out there, baby. I'm sipping my coffee here. I'm in the park. I'm in Wright Park here in the city of Destiny, downtown Tacoma, baby. You know, everything is greener up here. I'm in the evergreen state. Y'all know how it goes, baby. I would probably spark something up, but I'm in the park and I left my lighter in the car. So we talking about a mobile Dak. We're talking about some coffee and some football this morning here on this Throwback Tuesday. You know, can you believe Dak is going into his 6th year? Or his 7th year, rather. 6, 7, one of them. That missed a lot of years since 2016. Is it not? But only time will tell. Now, just like I always say, you know, my favorite Dallas Cowboy fan that played with a Philadelphia uniform on, and no, I am not talking about the fucking Eagles. I am talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. So shout out to my man AI, the answer, number 3. You know what I mean? We talking about practice here, y'all. We just talking about practice. Like a lot of folks are even commenting saying, why would they come out in the media and share all this information about, you know, showing our hand here, so to speak? Well, I got one question for you. If you ask that question, that is a great question, by the way. One would tend to think that as much as Mike McCarthy says in the media when it comes to analytics, how much chess he likes to play. Shout out to Michael Parsons, who actually likes to play chess over there, right? But my question to you is, if you're asking that question, my question is, what if it doesn't never materialize? I mean, you got to think about it. I don't think Dak getting mobile was a result of him being injured. I think he would have ran. We seen him get loose a couple of times last season. Granted, he averaged 2 yards less per carry. But man, did you see his passing yards? 3,500 something passing. I don't know. #1 offense in the league. That's last season. We don't want to talk about that. But one has to ponder and consider. Was it because Dak maybe, a lot of folks were saying that Dak mentally being mobile, that was a hindrance for him. He didn't want to get mobile because in fear of getting hurt again. Well, my argument is on the other side of that coin, and I think it's because the man can straight up pass. And the man was dropping dimes out there, and contrary to what a lot of Dak haters like to do, and that's not give respect, we wouldn't expect you to do anything otherwise. I truly think it was a result of his passing numbers that decreased his mobility when it came to his run yards per carry. Mo Money says it right there on time. Not the game that I love, practice, but you're right, baby. We 89 days away from Sunday Night Football, and y'all know the drill. We are already a leg up because 85% of the Dallas Cowboy fan base is asleep right now, baby. They sleep, baby, in the off season, and we here in the gym. We developing this Dallas Cowboy muscle. We are staying clocked in. Like we said, Dalton Schultz is reporting OTAs today. There's reports coming out of the Star from Mike McCarthy. They plan to use Dak Prescott more. That's from Kevin Prada per the NFL. That was shared on NFL.com today on Tuesday. And I wanted to get on here and just share my thoughts with you guys and gals here today, especially my supporters. Thank you to the 120 some odd supporters keeping this content rolling here during this off season. Because we don't stay sleep, baby. We're team no sleep. This is a lifestyle, y'all. People are not built for this type of stuff, as you can clearly see. People don't care. They would rather go on about their miserable lives than stay tapped in with their Dallas Cowboys in the offseason, because they're fair weather fans, y'all. But I appreciate y'all tapping in here with me today as we've talked about a more mobile Dak, Dalton Schultz reporting to OTAs. I mean, we've heard reports about Tony Pollard lining up in the slot wide receiver in the slot position, right? A lot of what he did in college. Check out that video that we put up here today. Check out the numbers that we put up here yesterday about Tony Pollard. We're staying tapped in with all things when it comes to our Cowboys, especially with the Dallas Morning News. So make sure you turn on your notifications if you want to stay tapped in. If you're seeing this for the first time, you're enjoying the content, you want to stay tapped in here with us, so that way you know what's going on. You can stay educated and informed about your Dallas Cowboys. And oh, by the way, shout out to Fan Zone. In 10 days, we got a couple hundred fans going to Miami and South Beach in Fan Zone. It is the takeover number 10. I mean, we got fans out here doing things all off season, baby. We got fans that don't sleep on our team. So shout out to Fan Zone. Shout out to the sisters out there, Cynthia and Lisa, hosting all those Cowboy fans out there with Micah Parsons. Is that right? Micah Parsons is scheduled to be out there with hundreds of Cowboy fans in South Beach. So we stay tapped in here. You can scroll up to the top and check out the event for more information on that. We'll place more information as it gets put out in there. But that is June 24th to the 27th, I believe, here end of this month. That's in about 10 days. But otherwise, turn on your notifications. If you want to stay tapped in the gym here, as we're shifting our content to NFC East matters, and if you're a fan of the Giants, the Eagles, or the Commanders, and you watch here too, we want your engagement as well. We're going to be picking up some NFC East matters content this season. That's right. We're going to unify the NFC East here. Because quite frankly, a lot of folks don't respect the NFC East the way they should respect the NFC East. You know how they be disrespecting our division, calling us the NFC least? Well, it's quite funny how we're the NFC least, but we happen to have the most championships in the NFL. So if you like the NFC East, baby, hang out with us here. We're going to talk about more of that and stay tapped in with our Dallas Cowboys. Y'all been rolling with your favorite Cowboy cousin. It's BG, the Cowboys Unifier. We've been live here today from Wright Park in the city of Destiny, talking about a mobile Dak, a Dalton Schultz reporting to training camp, and catching up with news and notes on our Dallas Cowboys. And shout out to Fan Zone, by the way. Turn your notifications. We'll see y'all on the next episode.